What's up, guys? Once again, it is mp4podcast.com, bringing you guys some of the most interesting video game news that you guys do need to know about. Now, Toshiba is getting ready to enter the video game industry. Now, this isn't really the first time that Toshiba has entered somewhat kind of into the video game industry. They did make the chip for the PlayStation 2. They did work on the chip for the PlayStation 3 with IBM and Sony, which was kind of weird because Toshiba was pushing HD DVD, and then they were making the processor for the PlayStation, and then Sony was working on Blu-ray. And we all know how that ended up. But let's get back on point. Toshiba is getting ready to go into the cloud-based gaming. They got Capcom, they got Square Enix, they got Konami, they got Sega. They got all these big third-party games coming to the Toshiba line. Now, first off, I want to say about this cloud-based service, I don't really feel too energetic about this cloud-based service. Not saying cloud-based gaming is bad. It definitely does have its advantage over, maybe you don't have a good computer to play the greatest game. For instance, let's just say The Witcher 3 was coming to OnLive, and I want to play it on the PC. I don't have a PC right now that is going to be powerful enough to play The Witcher 3, so maybe I'll opt in for the cloud-based version. But let's get back on point. As of right now, that we know that this service is only coming toward Toshiba. And I believe it's a Taiwanese-based company. And we also know that Sony is bringing PlayStation Now to the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, probably coming to PS Vita, Sony televisions. So cloud gaming is going to be a lot bigger on the PlayStation brand or on the Sony brand in general if they start releasing it on tablets, PCs, and so on, and Sony TVs, and list goes on and on with Sony products. But there is a dark side of cloud gaming. Now, I don't know if this is going to, per se, be added to the contracts that Toshiba is going to have, or contracts Sony is going to have when they have games on their servers. For instance, let me explain. OnLive, one of the very first cloud-based gaming services that's available for Windows, Mac, and they also have their micro console. They would go to Epic Games or another THQ, for that matter, when THQ was around, and say, okay, we want to have your game on our servers. They would sign a 3-year license to have that game on their server. For example, Unreal Tournament 3, when they signed with Epic, Unreal Tournament 3 can stay on the OnLive servers for 3 years. Let's say 2 years down the line, you decide you want to buy the game for $60. Well, there's only 1 year left in that contract, and then after that 1 year's up, that contract has to be renegotiated to stay on the server. You understand? So if they don't sign a contract, that game is going to be removed from their servers altogether. There's nothing you can do about it. That's kind of creepy because, this does happen a little bit on Steam and so on, but that's what worries me the most, is having games being pulled. And I really never liked that when I was reading about OnLive, about their games, having a 3-year license. Also, I want to say, if this service doesn't take off that great, and you buy games that are on this Toshiba service, what if it doesn't take off that well? Maybe Toshiba gets it. Toshiba's going to get it. Let's say maybe they Sharp Televisions get it. Maybe JVC gets it, or Panasonic. Maybe a couple of companies get it. I don't know, right? And then you're just like down the road. You want to get a new TV set, and he's like, I kind of like that Samsung over there. Oh, they don't have that service. They got the PlayStation Now, but all my games are over here. That's kind of that will suck. Hopefully, these smart TVs, they're not going to start with like, the one service is over here and another service is going to be over there. It's kind of like you buy a multimedia box now. You can get Netflix, Amazon, Redbox, all these streaming services. You're just not buying a box with one service. The thing that does kind of creep me out about it a little bit is that Sony might stop putting a lot of muscle stopping other companies from having the other services on their television set. Say, hey, listen, we got all the games. How about we sign a deal that, PlayStation Now will, that's all you're going to have. I mean, companies do kind of crummy things like this. Let's look at EA when they signed the Madden deal, and no other company can make an NFL game. That was kind of crappy. And then 2K did that with baseball, kind of. But they left it open so first parties could still make baseball games. And that's why, Sony 99 Studios is still making MLB The Show. So I don't really know how I feel about this cloud-based gaming. I don't completely hate cloud-based gaming, but I don't want to see everything going cloud-based gaming. I think it has its place, but I really wouldn't invest too much money into it. I would buy cloud-based games when my PC isn't up to par and I really want to play that game. Or, maybe I don't want to play with a controller. Maybe I want to play Witcher 3 with a mouse and keyboard, and the PC is going to have the better version, and the cloud offers me what I want at a very cheap, reasonable price. So once again, guys, this has been mp4podcast.com. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Let me know your opinion in the comment below. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. Once again, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Once again, I also want to say stay toasty. Kind of cold. It's getting a little bit warmer. Pretty soon it'll be spring. What can I say? Have a good day.